What is up, guys? Welcome back to YouTube Berlick for our first actual video in over a month, because I made, that Bols Criminal Weed experimental songs in 2026. Consider checking it out. It is like 5 views right now. But I made the video, and aside from that, I pretty much haven't made a video in about a month and a half, because there was the day when I did the Liam prank video, and then, of course, the top 10 Rage Against the Machine songs. But yeah, this is going to be my first CD haul in a while. It's just going over CDs that I've gotten about, over the past 1.5 months. 2 albums that I've gotten just online by themselves, and then some things from a Barnes & Noble trip that I went on a couple weeks ago. Yeah, that's about it. CD haul, first one, I believe maybe first of the year. I actually don't remember last time I did one, but yeah, that's about it. Please consider checking out my band Bols Criminal Weed, our album with my friend Liam. We did Bulls Walker Project. It's pretty good, and I'll link our Spotify down in the description. CDs of it are available on Bandcamp. But yeah, let's get into this first CD haul in a while after the intro.
Here you go.
Alright guys, so that was the intro, and yeah, let's just get into this. So there's the Barnes & Noble part. It's actually 2 albums, 1 record, even though the record's not really mine. And then 2 other CDs. So yeah, let's start out with the 2 separate CDs that I just got at their own occasions. The first one is going to be Swan's Birthing. Of course, listen to this, because I got this thing back in late March, but I had never had a chance to talk about it, and I'm just including it as part of this CD also. Swans, currently, in terms of band that I'm listening to the most right now, them and Rage Against the Machine have easily been my favorite bands this year. Swans overall is probably my 6th favorite band ever, though. Or artist, maybe even top 5. I really don't know, but whatever. So this is their last album, and I've listened to it already, so I'll give a little review of it as well. This is not their last album, this is their latest album, and it's their last of their big sound, as my goat, Michael Gira, calls it. So yeah, as usual for Swans, they're always, why is there a gnat there? As usual for Swans, they're always signing stuff. Michael Gira signs everything, as you can see, so good for him. And they're always, with the cardboard 2 CD things, because the albums are just so darn long all the time. But in terms of their, all-world taking sound, this is what Michael Gira calls it, the last of that sound, as he gets older and they won't be able to tour like that much anymore. But at the end of the day, it's a great album. And considering this is their latest album, I was actually able to get it, even if I got it about a year late, I was actually able to get it in its first edition form, meaning that, along with the booklet signed and 2 CDs, it's the first edition. So you get the DVD. See that little slip right there? Here, I'll try and get this out. It's pretty hard, though. At least it was. Okay, there we go. I'm getting it. So yeah, it is the first edition, release of Birthing. That's what the album's called. So you look at the DVD, which has Michael Gira live. I wonder if I'm singing what you're thinking me to sing. And Swans Live 2024, Rope/The Baker. So yeah, you also get a DVD with it. This thing was $20. 2 CDs of Swans quality. One of the best bands ever. With the DVD and signed is just incredible. And yeah, so the tracks on here, Disc 1, The Healers, I'm a Tower, and Birthing. And then Disc 2, Red Yellow, Guardian Spirit, The Merge, and Rope Away. So yeah, this album is incredible. It's a 9 out of 10 at least. I think the first disc is perfect. The start of this album with The Healers, my favorite song on the album, the sound of that beginning is just takes me away. It's actually Sonic Bliss to start the album. That drone for the first 2 minutes, and the drums come in. It's a perfect song. Listen to it for yourself. I think the first disc is perfect. The second disc, I think Rope Away is perfect masterpiece. I think the other 3 songs are good, not great, in my opinion. Maybe a bit boring, a bit too long. End of the day, it's still an incredible album. It's the all-world sound, their last of that sound. And it's an incredible album, and I'm so grateful to have it of the first edition pressing, considering this would be their last album of that sound. See the little slip right there? That's where the DVD goes into. So yeah, their last of all-world, Birthing. It's an incredible album. Love it a lot. So yeah, I got this one in late March. I remember, yeah, that's when I got it. I don't know, I was gonna say I remember. Oh, I was gonna say I remember it with getting it with something else, but that was the Barnes & Noble, so I'll get to that. But yeah, Birthing, great album. Swan's newest, definitely not their last. That's the big sound, yeah, but hopefully not their actual last. But speaking of Swans, sorry that I'm having a stroke here.
Shot caught! It's reeled in! Shot is reeled in. Want this rule? It's a rule! And the Swans take the season opener!
I had 9 points. 9 points.
10-8.
Yo,
Goal!
The other album that I got separately, not from Barnes & Noble, oh, you already saw the back of it. Yeah, it's Swans the Seer from, it doesn't say, nice. I mean, if Birthing I said is like a light 9 out of 10, this is a strong 9 to a 10. I think disc 1 is absolutely incredible, like a 9 out of 10, and disc 2 is absolute perfection. So it's right there. It's close. I wouldn't know if I give it a 10 yet. Probably will later down the road, though. So yeah, The Seer, what an album. Pretty famous album cover. And as usual, not as famous as To Be Kind's album cover, but it's a famous album cover. As usual, it's signed, but you get a little slip. I love how he signs everything. Good for Michael Gira, man. What a guy. One of my goats. But you also get the several little things. You can kind of like display this, the sign thing, and still have your CD intact, which is pretty darn cool. Booklet as usual. And, well, it's Swans modern, all-world, you know, whatever the description of it is, like world demolishing sound, whatever they called it. So 2 discs as usual, and the little signed card, so love that. The songs on here, on disc 1, it's Lunacy, Mother of the World, The Wolf, The Seer Returns, 93rd Avenue Blues, and The Daughter Brings the Water. I think disc 1 is absolutely incredible. It's like an 8 to a 9 out of 10. And then disc 2, I think is perfection. I really, really do. Disc 2 is Song for Warrior featuring the Yeah Karen O, so you can't go wrong there. Avatar, A Piece of the Sky, which I'll get to, and The Apostate. Apostate? Okay, yeah. So this album has the return of Jarbo and has Karen O from the Yeah Yeahs on it. So, I mean, not the worst feature list to have. They also have like a billion other features on here. But yeah, I mean, this album, you know, I think disc 1 of this is pretty much perfect, but like the highs on here are even higher. The first disc of this album is one of the most haunting, dirty things you will ever hear. I mean, Lunacy, holy, your childhood is over, like that choir, perfect. Mother of the World, I actually, last night, put this thing on to sleep because we had like these like state exams today, and I was like, you know, I really need something to get my mind into that the night before. I wake up to Mother of the World, and it was the start of like the 2 chords that play for like 5 minutes, and it builds. It felt like an eternity because I was like barely conscious, but while that was going, even if it felt like an eternity, it was incredible. It just like wakes you up into sonic bliss. I know I keep saying that, but Swans is one of those bands that has achieved sonic bliss too many times to count. They're just elite. Yeah, Mother of the World's incredible. The Wolf is just a little intro thing into the title track. And as I said, I think disc 2 is absolute perfection. Disc 1, I do have a couple little issues with it. I think the Seer title track, maybe just a bit long. It's so incredible, but just a bit long. And the Seer Returns has never been my favorite song, I'm going to be honest here. But 93rd Avenue Blues, one of the scariest songs ever. It's a banger. And The Daughter Brings the Water is really, really cool. Disc 1 is one of the scariest things ever. But then here's the thing. You know, the album cover, yeah, this thing is going to be haunting. This is going to be scary. Disc 1 proves that the entire time. You're just haunted. Disc 2 starts out with Karen O, Song for a Warrior. Can't pronounce it. Only 3 minutes, almost 4 minutes. And it's just so calming. It's so nice. At the end, it gets a bit haunting, and then begin again. Karen O, beautiful vocals, love her. And then it's back to nice. And then Song for War is a perfect song. One of my favorite songs they ever did, despite how short it is and simple. Then Avatar is just really, really cool. Your Eye is in My Eye. Kind of stupid lyrics, but it's okay. It sounds incredible. It's a 10 out of 10 still, or a 9.5 out of 10. Yeah. So the haunting vibe kind of goes away. But then, okay, I'll get to it. My pick for the most beautiful song of all time is probably A Piece of the Sky by Swans. Holy. It begins with this, I'm just going to describe this song, although I get that it's a CD haul. I'll go through the Barnes & Noble part a bit shorter, but I have to review Swans because it's Swans. I can't not talk about them like that. So like it begins with like this high frequency rain or fire, not really sure what it is. And it's haunting. It begins haunting. And then the choir comes in. It sounds so good. And this thing's mixed perfectly. You hear these other things going like, going back and forth. And the choir just continues to build. Fire, whatever it is, the rain just escapes and you're left with this beautiful thing. It's still pretty haunting. But then more drone in the back comes in and it's mixed perfectly. One of the most beautiful, clear mixes you will ever hear. And then every once in a while, there's little like Jarbo vocals that go like, na-na-na, and they come in. And then this other guy that mumbles like, he goes like this. Sorry for the lip smack, but he literally goes like this. Let's try it again. You can hear him just whispering it. Then it comes back in and it's just so beautiful at that point. Then these massive, like, I don't even know what they are, like lap steels or whatever. They're going and going. And they're left in like this 5-minute section of that, and then it explodes into just this really slow groove, beautiful piano, just marching and marching your way. And by the time that ends, we're 15 minutes in. The last 4 minutes of this song is the actual song. Michael Gere wakes up and just, I gotta read the lyrics here. Here's a little card here. It's a piece of the sky, okay? So you're just left with those incredible little sections that I described very fast. Sorry if you couldn't understand me. But then the last 4 minutes, one of the most beautiful chord progressions ever. And just like do, very like swingy song. Then these lyrics. Through a door in the air, on a crumbling stair, in a clear and rushing vein, in a tunnel full of rain, in a piece of yellow light on the skin of my eye, are you there? In the wind in my lung, and methane in a love, and petroleum plumes, there's a floating slice of moon, and your tooth in your claw, in your unforgiving jaws, are you there? In the blood of the swans as the sun F's the dawn. Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. And then the apostate, whatever, I keep messing up the pronunciation, also perfect closer, perfect song. I can't get into that right now in a CD haul, but it goes back to the haunting vibe. You gotta listen to a piece of the sky. Not even kidding, most beautiful song of all time. Okay, sorry, this is supposed to be a CD haul. Anyways, got these separately over like the last 2 months. Then I went to Barnes & Noble a couple days ago, and not a couple days ago, like a couple weeks ago, maybe 2-3 weeks ago. And then the day after I had a volleyball tournament, woke up with a really bad sore throat. Anyways, yeah. It was my uncle's birthday. My dad decided to get Dookie Green Day on vinyl. It's not mine, but Dookie's an incredible album. Maybe the best pop punk album ever. And then I picked this out of CD. I got to get a CD. I picked the Best of the Doors. Come on, Break On Through the Other Side. Like, Light My Fire, best psychedelic song ever, possibly. The End. People Are Strange when the music's over. Riders on the Storm, like rest in peace, Jim Morrison. And are the other band members alive? I'm not really sure, but Red House Blues, like, holy, Doors were so good. And then my dad also picked out a CD, but it's probably gonna go in my collection because, like, he picks out the album that he wants, he puts it on the computer, and then he just has nothing to do with it. It's the best of ABBA, so that's pretty good. And that's the entire haul. Only 5 things, 3 from the Barnes & Noble, even though only one of them is mine, but check out A Piece of the Sky. And yeah, very happy to have all these CDs and, you know, the vinyl, even if it's not mine, very grateful for them all. And yeah, consider checking out my band. That's the CD haul, which is basically a Swans review.
Thanks for watching this video. Now look at this person. And again, thank you for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe, even though Berlick is bad. Anyways, bye.